I think this might be where we're dropping the banner. Okay, somebody just said, tell me how many drone strikes Obama ordered. First of all, they really have a hard time getting the fact that just because you don't like Trump doesn't mean that you like Democrats. But the other thing is, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about how many, okay, you want to bring Obama into this? How many times did Obama try to incite an insurrection against the US Capitol? We all saw it. Are you not going to talk about that? Or what? You have a justification for that too?
Hey, Murray.
I bet you do. Let's hear it. I know, right?
Hey, Nicole, Diane, Nikki. We got Portland.
I wanted to hear his explanation on his justification on the 6th of the insurrection. I really want to
I'm sorry, Michelle.
This is hard tonight. This is hard.
Stick to Ailey's. You know this.
Mini wheat Joni! Mini wheat Joni!
Hey, Kate. Good to see you, Mr. Boy.
Mini wheat Joni! Water is life! Mini wheat Joni!
We got a snack band tonight. Jeff, good to see you, man.
See a beautiful Portland at night landscape. I'll do a quick one for you.
Hey, Brendan. Jeff. Will. Kelly. Connie. Nice to see you. It is cold dawn. Props to them. And 52? Man. Hey, Travis. Miss Welker, nice to see you.
Trump accountable. He is accountable. He literally
Miriam,
told
good to
people
see
to run
you.
to the Capitol building and to show strength. What do you call that? You name me one other president that's done that. Go ahead, I'll wait.
Brendan Xavier, Portland is insane. Sending the troops down there to clean it up. Yeah, for the amount of time. Tonight they've been quiet. They had cops blocking off the bike, at least an intersection with traffic, pulling them up, but they've been quiet tonight.
Exactly.
It's weird.
No good
They
cops,
got
no good presidents. Dude, like, are you listening?
Indigenous,
I swear they're not listening to anything. They're really not. It's like perfectly trying to say, oh, we should hold all the presidents accountable. Yeah, no shit, dude. Yeah, I know. That's what we've been fucking saying for the longest time. Ever.
Miriam, what language are they speaking? I do not know. Do not know. Wilfred, are they demeaning mini whales? No. Wheels not spotted. False alarm.
You dropped the banner yet?
Yeah.
Oh, they just did? Sorry guys, I was walking with the front of the group and they went too far. I missed the banner drop, but we can look at it.
Zacharias, my man, good to see you, brother. It's been too long. Thank you. It means water is life. Nailed that. You nailed that. They were saying water is life before.
They dropped the banner already?
Anita Noel.
Where is it? Right over there. Over here?
Here, hang on 1 second. I can get you. I got a couple other streams too. Get this out of your way. Just in the meantime, while I grab the key spot.
We'll go look at it.
There's, excuse me, Anita Noel, Krista Dez, Concrete, the key spot, Philip P. Wolf,
I totally missed the banner drop.
and another dude. Let me check out this guy, Philip P. Wolf.
So there's the end of the banner.
Let's see what we got. Luck of the draw. Hold up. Hold up. Okay, no, false alarm. Sorry. I saw the glasses. I got excited. Hang on. Let's try keys.
I'll figure it out. There's a banner right there. Go to the highway. You guys have to group now. We'll figure out
Processing. Stephanie, good to see you. Sharon, it's number 3 for you. Rock on. Appreciate it, Pepper. Shenanigans. It's been a minute, brother. Good to see you. All right, I got the keys. We're set. Let's get this puppy out. At the top right.
Breaks the windows, but
Do you know what the banner said?
it says shut down DAPL.
Okay, cool. So that's what the banner said. It said shut down DAPL.
We got the body cam.
Contrary to a lot of people.
Hey, man. I do not know what their sign says, but the snack van says love, so I'll take them at their word. Stephanie Smith, tap the screen twice, check that description, girl. Oh, Lori, good to see you. Rachel, Tiff. I would like to ask each of them if they have any idea what happened to Cuba, 1925 to 33. Not one of them has a clue.
What kind of bullshit is they spinning now? I haven't been able to look
Like,
at that.
signs there, right?
What kind of bullshit they spinning?
You were asking what it said. Let's find out.
Hey, we all watched it. We all
No
watched
peace,
the entire
no
sequence of
pipeline,
events go down.
no pipe.
Go ahead. You go.
See that? As close as I can get. No, slow down, girl. You guys gotta get your formation up. No pipe. Oh, I know what it is. If you see the description, something pipeline. Dakota something. Dakota American Pipeline. Get your audio from Dakis as well.
Because that one guy, activist John, was there, but he has been canceled in every movement across the fucking country. Everyone hates him. He's not part of the movement. Yeah, his brother's a... Yeah. His brother's a Proud Boy.
Oh, we're in the crowd now.
He's not welcome in any movement anywhere, so that's not Antifa right there. That's you got him, sorry. Dude, I am a hoodlum. Minutes before, though, good point. Did I cry? No. They like, I
Hey,
took my
Wesley.
fingerprints, fucking, like,
Just picking up
interrogated
on the
me,
comments now, guys.
put me in like the worst
Bobby,
DMV
no
lobby of all
cops, no
time,
cops.
where I had to
Hold
like
all
sit
that
there
and
for
they
like
make you
5
your
hours,
brains.
and then they
Do
let
it.
me go. And then they had no evidence for
No
whatever they
cops.
arrested me for, so
Sorry.
I
Chet Spuds in the chat.
They dropped the case.
Chet Spuds.
Dude, they actually did. I had a white claw on my backpack. And they like smashed my backpack so hard it exploded and like covered all my like streaming equipment with a white claw. It was so annoying.
Miriam, this just gets weirder and weirder.
Oh, thanks for subscribing minutes before.
Tiff, are they heading to ICE? That's a great question. When I saw the train tracks, that's what it reminded me of, because
Oh my god, what is that?
the train station is right there.
What the fuck is that? That guy just came out of nowhere.
Oh man, look at the glow stick. It's Megatron. Holy crap. He's got a staff. Look at that, dude.
That's what all pets should have to wear.
Sorry, Facebook. You guys don't have Chet Spuds.
That's great.
You can always come over to Twitch. It's where we have a lot more fun anyway, probably.
Is that your anti-cop staff?
Hey Kim, nice to see you.
They see me go live and they're like, I don't know what it is, but I'm going to disagree with it.
Marie,
I
oh,
gotta
Greta
disagree
wants
with
Tom
it,
and
or else I'm
everybody
not
to know
paid for
that she
it.
says
Some shit
hi,
like
send
that.
and love
So
her
dumb.
way. Joyce, they are so pathetic. Sharon, nice to see you. Ash, hey. Branding Xavier, I would never visit
Dakota
Portland.
Pipeline.
Really? That doesn't appeal to you?
For sure. It's pretty cool. Do you see the Portland, Oregon sign? It looks good.
Okay, pick it up in tempo when you dig it.
Order is clouds.
If you guys have a preference, let me know. If you want concrete, you can type in a 2. If you want the key spot, you can type in a 1.
Dude, my hand doesn't work anymore. My thumb just like...
Just let me know.
There's
Your
like
wish
really
is the high command.
You guys want to see a pretty famous Portland landmark?
Taki said that there was
famous sign in
55 of
Portland.
them there.
Okay, Stone, are you having a hard time?
The old elk.
Nice. You guys have good taste. Very nice taste. Rachel Jones says howdy, Greta.
The home of the best riots in America. The most wholesome riots, I mean.
Steph Smith, great question. Do they know Biden stopped the pipelines?
Thank you,
Right.
to see.
And those, I can't recollect how many lost their job.
That guy was so fast on his bicycle.
Was it 60 or 16,000 that were promised green jobs? Lost
The riots you can write
union jobs on that pipeline.
about.
$45,000 to
I
$75,000.
like that, Strybog. Andy No for sure would call this a violent BLM riot on Twitter. Even after he watched the footage.
1925 to 33 was the first socialist iteration in Cuba. The people were crushed. Hey Tanya, nice to see you.
Violent BLM.
Steph Smith, thank you. Was 60K. It's something with a 6.
Come on. Gotta warm this
Yeah,
thing up.
11,
So
12.
cold. Can't wear gloves and use a phone.
Figured it was like the double-digit teens.
It's scary if you see
I know
them
it's
today,
between like a
for
1 and a 3,
sure.
1 and a 6
It
somewhere.
really gets his point across as being racist.
We gotta stop overtaking the cars.
A guy like Glowstick, man, he's legit.
Did I survive the bridge?
Oh, David Pierce, sort of like what's happening in the USA now. Yeah,
Ground control?
pot call
There's
to get
no
away.
fucking way an arcade is open in Portland.
If you're here, Sasquatch. I gotta stop doing that, Nate. And that reminds me, dude.
For sure.
It was pretty
Thought I had already done
Maybe
this.
they have private events. They like sanitize all the shit and you can have like 5 friends or some
Welcome
shit.
to family,
Who
man.
knows? I'll have to check that out. That kind of sounds fun. I'm gonna ask them if they have private events.
Yeah, same here, Nate. That Native American, like, it's very sedating. The drumming late at night. Oh, look at he's jamming. Yeah. Get down, brother.
I'm gonna see what the sign says. I'm curious.
Honest to goodness, anywhere I'ma move it. Sorry. No sooner did I just move it. Nikki, so they don't want the pipeline, and Biden already shut it down. Wondering if that's right. No, Nikki, but if I'm not mistaken, let me clarify.
Yeah, we do need to get the
The
Super Bowl. We've never
pipeline
yet.
that he shut down, I believe, was in Alaska. I don't believe the one that they are protesting is
What is
located
NAAM?
in Alaska. It's Dakota.
Shit,
Correct,
I feel like I
Murray?
should know that.
T-Lo, good to see you, brother. By the way, that murder one suspect was arrested with that other fugitive with the warrant. There was no one at that spot, even at that address. Kevin Fake, it's been a minute since I've seen you, man. Oh, I forgot. 20 minutes. As always, you guys know how those likes, hearts, and reactions help with the algorithm, just to help get this out to more people. With the slowdown, you know, colder temperatures, the algorithm is definitely notable. So if you can go above and beyond with that, it would truly go on.
Like a month or something.
Whenever you
Be
can.
back. can't wait to get vaccinated so I don't have to quarantine after I travel.
Oh, Michelle Walker, you were right on it. You beat me to it. She's the fastest shot in the West there. By one shot, she beat me. 1 second. That's all it needed.
How much? Like $100?
David,
Or like $50?
if they would do any research, they would see it's a lot cheaper, better on the environment from not having as many oil from Canada. Ignorance at its best, correct. And if you look at what goes into mining lithium and how detrimental that is to the environment, just to mine, source, and produce it,
Where Fofo is, right?
it has a carbon footprint
never mind. This is a different
equivalent to
car area.
like 10
God, there's so
petroleum
many.
vehicles. Yes, after it's made, the damn thing is very efficient. You know, barely needs gas. But, yeah, it's like 1 step forward, 10 steps back. Especially when you're dealing with limited resources, you know? Barbara Lane said that Joe lied. So I wonder if he caught flack.
pretty rad.
And
Cops let us protest now. Isn't that crazy?
he ended up stepping down after he
The
realized
visuals
that
can
he
have a
was
protest, and they won't get arrested. That's fucking
officer
weird.
involved shooting.
It's like
Yeah,
not
it's
normal.
like, yeah.
It's not
Is that
sad.
confirmed? Hold up, Wilfred. That's a good question. Exactly, Nate. This looks peaceful to me, so I'm pretty happy. Exactly. This is like a cop value. I'll take this. I'll take this anytime. To be completely honest.
Water is life.
Sorry about that.
I'm just throwing up shed spuds. I'm not calling anybody.
Water
I'm
is
calling anybody
life. Water is life.
There's a little
Water is life.
no
Water is
DPAL.
life. Water is life.
There's that snack van. Look at that. Free candy, guys. Any takers, kids?
Water is
Kids?
life. Water is life.
Look at that. Naked. Definitely pull over to help that vehicle if I saw those hazards on the side of the road.
My sisters.
The snack van. Hey,
For each
weird.
other.
Yeah, T-Well. Well, it's sub-zero temperatures out there, so you know you gotta stay hydrated. You gotta
Quality.
get that Swiss Miss, hot cocoa. You gotta keep the blood sugar up, get the snacks in you. Beef jerky, Slim Jims, Hot Pockets. Whoa, look, he's got, what is that thing? Is that a Chinese? What is that? Looks like a squid. If anyone happens to know what that is, please let me know. I've seen it before, but it looks like a, what's the thing you hit with the stick to like break open the can? I'm embarrassed. I can't remember what that's called. No, Joyce, the water, as I heard one of them define it a bit earlier, is what they are and what flows inside them, and that they are all water, but that... Marie, do you remember any more of that? I can't even go into the acid trip further, I'm sorry. But we got snacks, look at that! Yo, I didn't even know that was there.
Oh, there we go. Now
I
we're
got your message minutes before.
I miss
Thanks
Fofo.
for
I miss
resetting.
that shawarma.
The ribs they had at Chaz did look very appetizing, I must say. Get a front shot. Sorry. Marie, I learned I have to hold down shift, control rather, and that will stop snapping in OBS. I'm sorry, guys. But here, it was worth it, right?
I'm not sure where we're at
If I just remember to hold down that control key, it will never
You guys want to say hi to Fofo?
snap. That's an old building there. That Cameron's Books, that's where they were protesting Andy No's book right there. That Cameron's bookstore with wheels.
You can't do that.
You guys remember that? David Pierce, how come they all fat? Well, it's never all of an entire group, but summertime, they were walking a lot more because it was warmer. And then they made the transition to doing the caravans. So, let's go. Let's do it right. So lower this sound to the drums and up the sound of the voice. Yeah, I can do that.
That's Fofo. I love her. One time.
Thanks for that feedback on the audio. Appreciate you.
If I time out K variable, I have no mods. Free chat. Who knows what could happen?
Really? Second Avenue? Cool. Yeah, sweet.
I've been working behind the scenes on Discord for whatever reasons.
It's fun to see Fofo.
That may be. If anyone has trouble getting notifications, I'm setting up a Discord. So if you want to join, you're more than welcome. We got voice channels.
Oh, you can mod. My bad.
And also, when I go live to any platform, it'll automatically send an announcement there. And you click the link, and straight from Discord, you're in the stream. So, look at this dude. Freak, yeah. Darth Vader on Skittles right here. Skittles mixed with a little bit of meth. It's legal there, guys. It's okay. It's not profiling because it's not a crime.
I'm a huge LED fan, so I had to come over and look at this.
Alright, me too. It's my first time.
Manuel, they're gonna get violent tonight. I've heard it on Carissa Dez's stream. Really? On Carissa's on? Well, we can, guess what? Take a mosey on over to Carissa Dez.
You're on it now.
One second.
Okay. What was it again? Say it again so people can find you.
LED Ninja in Portland.
LED Ninja Portland on like Instagram? YouTube. You said. Yeah, okay, cool.
I only been doing it for a month.
Just me and you spell tear gas.
No, I spell it too. I just gotta fucking hit
Check
it.
that dude out. Boss.
I spelled it and it instantly brought me back. It instantly brought me.
I got Carissa Dez. Got another stream hang on.
I smell tear gas. It's weird.
Alan. They don't even do anything about the pipeline. One second. They don't even do anything about the pipeline. They don't even know how to work. Yeah. I like the new modified flag there. It's a new brand. It's a bit more peaceful. Peace, love, dope.
We walk for our sisters. For our sisters. We march.
But quiet night, peaceful, worthy of note.
We march.
Like Nathaniel said, kind of see the drums.
We march. For justice. For justice.
He said he was the glow stick ninja on YouTube. Nate, you're the man, bro. I'm gonna try and find that dude right now. Is he streaming? look at this guy. Yes, he's like a Ghostbuster and a Ninja Turtle combined. Badass. Now apparently Chris Dez is
So we're gonna do a round dance
indigenous Mexican.
first.
I've
and
never
then we'll
heard
have
that
some
before.
speakers. And we're here at the, if you don't know where we're at the Army Corps of Engineers. Army Corps is who is in charge of building the dams. Army Corps is who is in charge of building the pipelines. Army Corps is who's in charge
Bambi,
of
LMO. That's
arguing
their
against
excuse tonight.
Biden for having the pipelines still continue. So
David Pierce, oh, they're gonna burn down the Starbucks for sure.
Fully shut down the pipeline. And the Army Corps of
Clifton
Engineers
Lee, where
here
is
in
this
Portland
top
is
left?
one of
This
two headquarters for DAPL, if you didn't already know that.
It's a good thing they have a linguist. I heard there's 55 there tonight, as per Keysbach.
Okay, we can have everybody make a circle the best that we can.
Yes, duck, duck, goose.
Inside this. And on the street, don't go up on the sidewalk.
Just on the street or on like the back side of the sidewalk.
So cool.
Okay, so if you're lower, we're gonna dance in a circle. So if you're on the lower part, then you'll be part of the round dance, and if you're on the upper part, then you can just watch us if you'd like.
Cheese! Everybody smile.
Hello, Ian. What?
David Perdue, love duck, duck, goose. Yes!
I gotcha.
Bravo.
Whatever, Ian.
Matt Fall. That's linked to prime time as live at the scene of
I'm not a fourth grader.
Oh man, let me see. See this shoot. Right, Nathaniel? I can feel the love at this protest. Lori, dance, Tom, dance. Nah, I ain't cutting right there.
I'm not hyped about Joe Biden. Joe Biden is like bare minimum.
Oh, David, can we do Red Rover, Red Rover? Send Andy Tifa over.
All he cares about this pipeline.
Oh, you're frozen, guys. I didn't realize that. I'm sorry. First dead is froze. That's yes. Hang on. Go to the key spot. There's also this Philip J. Wolf dude here. I'm not sure who he is. Weirdo. Okay, hang on. Jeez.
I love the sign in the part of the dance is cool.
He's up. Nope, he's not.
I'm really pissed about the impeachment. It's taken like a week of the Senate's time to impeach Donald
That's so
Trump.
weird.
Who is irrelevant? My hands barely work.
Shove, he's back. There we go. Damn it. This. guess it's alright. Trying to get you to keys back, and you need to know I'm green as well.
I was bitching about the maybe passing like the new stimulus.
Sorry. It's unfortunate. There must be thousands there, David. For real. Millions.
Republicans call it political theater. That's what the Democrats are doing right now for real this time.
Oh, what's that dude wearing right there? Oh, is that the Jesus? No, Jesus is in Seattle, right? That's the Seattle one.
Yeah, representative democracy.
Being 100% viewer funded, it's through the kindness and generosity of donors that I'm able to go live as often as possible, 3 times today. If you happened to miss my previous live, unfortunately, there was a series of explosions today at a clinic. The FBI is currently there. All the details are there. If anyone happens
I
to
don't
hear.
give a shit.
3 were in critical, taken to a hospital. 5 were injured.
He's a political prisoner right now.
There was also shots fired there as well.
He's in jail right now because he refused to bear witness in a federal grand
The subject
jury.
was known by authorities and had like an ongoing history
so they could
with,
try and keep
you know,
themselves out of jail.
doctors.
Because the Fed, they used a munition and it could have blown a woman's arm off.
Bongo, ironically, Fuji Water is owned by a globalist family, and a certain island patron. Wow.
This was on November 20th,
Steen of that.
2016, when they were
Look at Metron,
really attacking us
Megatron,
hard.
or whatever that is.
So
Look at that dude.
4 years later,
It's trippy,
there's
man.
still trials to do with the Dakota Access Pipeline. My friend Steve Martinez is currently in Burleigh County Jail for refusing to bear witness. The feds tried to force him to bear witness so they could clear themselves from this horrific crime. He refused to testify. They took him to a secret. So, even though we're not out there
I think
on the
this
front
protest
lines,
is losing its
Steve
revolutionary
certainly not
mass.
on the front lines. We still have a lot of solidarity that we can show.
Murray, donate to Tom's Coffee Fund.
Even if you're in
Can you
jail,
donate 5? You're the.
you can still show solidarity by remaining silent.
Actually,
and
I've
not
wanted to,
exposing people to risk.
in all sincerity, start a coffee fund for the mods.
So please, if you're a praying
Let me get you a bit more
person,
audio
pray
from
for
them.
Steve Martinez. He's doing the right thing by water protectors.
No, we don't
He's
have
remaining
drums anymore.
silent, and he's sitting
You guys
in
can
jail
do
right
that.
now.
Come on, you know.
Steve Martinez is in the Burleigh County
Try and get you a little more.
facility. You can write him letters. He does probably want commissary. I have all this information. His partner sent me a message. There's a press release. It's from the Water Protectors Legal
There we go.
Collective. If you want to find it, Water Protectors Legal Collective. The man's name is Steve Martinez. Just know
Dave, how
what
were
we're
some of
doing
them
here is
messing up their
important,
feet work when they
but
were
you can
moving
do
around in the
nothing. You can literally do nothing. And that is still important. It's still important. If you're watching from outside of Portland right now and all you can do is watch, that's something. Even if you can't say anything about it, remaining silent is powerful. So use your words,
Remaining
but
silent.
also be mindful and use your silence. And please pray for Steve Martinez. Thank you.
Free Steve Martinez! Free Steve Martinez!
That's crazy.
I'm sure Steve isn't the only political prisoner. There's still other political prisoners. People who are more familiar with the Water Protectors movement might be able to tell you the names of the people who are still incarcerated. I know Red Fawn Fallis was just recently released.
Bongo, I'm
She
sure these
served
kids
3
mean
years
well,
in prison for a
but
crime
now
she
the
never committed.
oil
She was framed by
will
the
travel
FBI.
on trains
Infiltrators
instead
came
of
into our
pipeline.
camp and framed her,
Right, shifting
planted
the
a gun
supply
on
chain
her. They sent
down.
a man to
Pipeline
seduce her.
doesn't solve
He
it.
used
Shutting
his
down the
guiles to
pipeline,
plant a
exactly.
gun
And
on
they
her, and
don't
she
even
spent
just
time
wanna
in
shut
jail
it
for a
down.
crime she never
They want it
committed.
drained.
So, you know,
They
I
want it
tell
drained.
people this all the time, keep your core group tight, because you never know. So they could send, there's probably a federal operative right in here somewhere right now.
For sure.
You know who you are, and none of us are your friend. We all hate you.
Fuck you, dickhead.
This is called passive aggression. They're like, dude, we've got Nate, what was this shining light dude called again? Who's going to bed?
Can you hear me all right? Hello? Shadagini and Datyan, Del Atava Anlashi, Isha Shashani put all right. I hope you got this. Waklipsi Anukum Gawi Sasas Isha Shashani put all right.
David Pierce Biden is watching.
Hello, all of you beautiful, wonderful people. I see you all tonight. And
Come on,
I'm
all
honored
it just
all
has a
standing
digital
here with each
picture
other.
frame.
You are all amazing. You are all some really badass warriors. I see it in your eyes. I see it. I see it. Come on, guys, we need some more laughter in here.
Let's go!
People heal through laughter. We heal together, telling jokes, making fun of each other, teasing
Michelle.
each other. It's all
Nah,
awesome
he
to
went
see
to
you.
bed like 5
Let's heal
hours ago.
together.
Alright, cool.
So I have a poem that I've written, and it's about
Bye. That was
many things.
going to bed.
And if it happens to offend you, your colonizer is showing. So, hold on, let me get it up there. Hello everyone, my name is Isha. I already told you that. You can call me E. I go by she, her pronouns. I'm 17 years old. I represent William Nations Academy in Portland State University as the 2021 Miss Naimuma. So I might be royalty, but I'm a protester. I'm a protector. I'm a motherfucking warrior.
Yeah.
This poem is called Endless Brown. Endless brown, and her eyes are as deep and brown as the Willamette River. You can see the grief, pain, sadness, happiness, and sorrow spin in her eyes like the currents, twisting and turning in a never-ending loop. You can see the strength of the stream of resilience as she looks at her traumas in her face. She fights the black snake, the greedy monster, the selfish paleface.
1 sec,
With
guys.
peace and education.
I gotta get you stream wall.
She fights when she is forced to.
probably
If you look
games.
closely, you will see the anger in her eyes and the prayers of thousands of ancestors who stand behind her in the endless brown of her eyes. This is for the endless you little brown girls,
Dang it.
for the little black girls, for all little girls who are forced to grow up and be adults by the time you are 12, raising kids, cleaning house, and sacrificing everything for the way out. This is for the endless brown of my homelands. My people stand on the front lines, standing in front of a tree. Their wisdom is passed down from generation to generation, breathed out in a quiet breath. As for in their time, it wasn't okay for them to have this knowledge. Their whispers, their laughs, their memories stay in my mind as I look in the crowd and don't see them anymore. Their tall trees are cut down, but their knowledge and wisdom still stays strong in that trunk of the tree. Their roots
It's a book
of their
with no
knowledge still
periods,
alive.
just one big
But the
run-on
most in the
sentence as
resilience, keep that
mathematics
tree
do.
strong.
Korean.
I see this world through my endless brown eyes. My copper red skin only darkens in the summer, My brown hair and brown eyes look more intimidating than I remember sitting at the lunch
The
table
glow
building
stick
my
guy
school lunch.
said he
As
was
all the
glow
pretty
stick
white
ninja
girls
on
scooted over with
YouTube,
their homemade
but I
lunches and
can't
nice
find
water
him
bottles.
anywhere. Yo, I
Anyways,
still thank you for trying.
I laugh and joke with the boys as I feel too afraid if I tease and make fun of them as the perfect white girls whose parents take them to school every day.
Marie,
and
if he was
on
on
their nice
Instagram,
bikes
I'd
with
have
feelings I might hurt. Or saying something
but
irrelevant
good
or
thinking.
too mean about who I am.
There's a guy
They
called
look at
Philip
me and
P.
they make
Wolf there, but
an image of someone who's bigger, meaner, and afraid, who's afraid they might hurt them. This is the image that they gave me, a little copper red skinned girl whose braids were messy and wore nothing but basketball shorts and oversized t-shirts. They gave me an image of a mean Indian monster who isn't like them, perfect white, and comes from a perfectly
look at
white
him
family.
move. He looks like
I come
he's
from a reservation from a
spinning
small town of
beats on,
endless
like,
brown and
decks.
red-skinned people, where we fight every single day.
like a dance festival, you know?
Endless brown, the dark
Bang,
shapes
bang,
under my
bang.
ripped up fans, lava rocks,
Bitty, bitty,
rattling against
bitty,
my foot as I walk.
bitty, bitty,
The water is
bitty,
clear,
bitty.
the air is fresh. How long are we gonna have that? I look
Alright,
around
so I'm
the
gonna
scenery,
translate
nothing
for us
but
guys,
endless
alright?
brown tall pine trees that
Uh-huh.
touch the sky.
I see
Mountains
you,
that shape
David,
our way of
Robert,
life.
Levy.
Our stronghold,
Good to see
where
you.
the Modoc people fought.
Today, Junior.
I lay in the water. My dark little brown cousins play in the sand, hunting little down little frogs, shooting them
I
with
kid
BB
you
guns,
not.
enjoying
3
their-
days ago, I was
their
reminiscing with my
luckiness to be here in our
my
homeland.
childhood buddy
I
about
smile
that
and I
movie.
laugh as the adults refuse to put their toes into the
Oh
freezing
my
water.
God.
But as kids are swimming amongst the fish, some dive off the dock, some wade into the
appreciate
freezing
that
water,
comment.
find way perfectly still in the smooth waves
Oh.
of Medicine Lake.
He's his own
Yeah.
Ram Steed dancer. Clay.
First of all, this is our land. Get going. Come on. You want to talk shit? Remember whose land you're on. Hashtag land back, motherfucker.
Levy Gabble is his wife.
Sorry.
Don't be sorry.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. I'm on my land, motherfucker. You get going.
Sorry.
This is where I was put to protect with all you
I like the
beautiful
colors
people.
on that dress
Fuck
though.
off. Where am I now? Hold left.
Alright, I forgot I was translating.
In this ground, I sit in the middle of endless spaces
Kareen,
next
they
to one of the
passed the
strongest women I
bookstore,
know.
Powell's.
She
That
fights
is
for equal rights.
Powell's
She fights for
bookstore.
women W. She fights just to fight. She is
Thankfully,
stubborn,
nothing,
she's
no
loving,
issues,
and she's
they
one
just
hell of
walk
a
right
warrior.
by.
I look up to you, Simona. Hearing your story, we sat in the middle of a big crowd.
Brian
of white
Boone. Marie, I heard boom.
I
I thought it
listened
was
to every word
Transformer
from
that
you,
blew.
and I honor you tonight. I
Nope.
thank you tonight. You
Next
inspire me
guess.
to be
Marie
a
fell
strong,
off.
hard-headed,
Counter.
in my
Top
fight in the most
again.
graceful but badass way ever. I look up to you and I see nothing but endless love and respect. In the sea of young faces, I see you all. We are the answers to our ancestors' prayers. I see you and I honor you. We have a bright but bumpy future in front of us. We will continue this fight in a good way. Walk, talk, and learn the ways our ancestors have. We will teach, speak out, and have no fear. When they continue to oppress us, we will link arm to arm and
That
fight
would be
amongst
nice, Rob.
and fight against them. This is our way. This is our time, and this is our way of healing. I see you, young adults, and I am excited for you. I honor you, and I want to fight with you. Not fight you, but fight alongside you. Well, let's go ahead and
Right. So, I was
I
walking.
want to fight with you.
He's
As
going
you
so
have
fast,
to
I
stick together before this world crumbles in front of us. We have to stick together so that when our elders go to continue their journey, that they know that the world is safe in our hands. As we were taking care of as children.
Whoa, I saw
we
a
will take care of
clown.
Mother
He was like,
Earth.
yo, I'll mess
And
you
we
up.
fight
So
for our Mother
I
Earth,
loaded
the
it.
oppressors and the faces of greed. We'll see our endless sea of faces.
He's like, I'll
who are
mess
painted
you
with
up. And I was
strength and
like,
resilience.
I need to
To all
channel
of you
myself.
youth and future
So I
generations,
dug deep
I honor
and I
you.
thought,
I love you.
I looked
You are
around.
strong, you are loved, and you are important.
Put my hands
and
like
worthy of
this.
Every praise.
Smooth,
To
smooth.
the endless tears of our ancestors,
Look at
whose
that.
tears run like a river.
Laid down.
I
Woke up. I had a heart. I said,
I
I
honor
don't
you
think.
tonight for your strength and
it
for
could
the
be a
resilience
meme.
that you have passed down to us who all stand here.
Or mine.
fighting
I'm
and
sorry.
protecting
That was
the
supposed to
water
be
and
mine.
Mother Earth.
Look at my
Tonight we
face.
pray,
I can do
stand,
things.
fight,
I
and
can
heal
move. I
together.
can fight.
Honor who all,
I can
who
be
have all
anything I
sacrificed
want to be.
so much to be a standing
Maybe.
rock. We stand
If
and
I
we fight in a
only-
good way, in a way to make you proud. To the endless sea of faces here tonight,
Move.
I honor you. Let's march and fight
My
in the
whole
best way
body.
we can. Honor the land.
When I do
the water.
ASL.
This
And
is
look
our
like
way.
a he just
Walk
looked
in
like
this world in
a
good way, in a good and
Frankenstein
gentle
when he
way.
did that little
Talk
stutter
and speak
step
kindly
forward.
to
You see
others,
that?
Protect and praise one another. We all walk a difficult path. Love one another. Remember to wear your damn mask. And social distance from our elders and ourselves. Have a good night, everyone. And remember, hashtag land back, hashtag Black Lives Matter, hashtag no more stolen sisters, hashtag save our children, and hashtag abolish ICE, and hashtag fuck Apple.
Rachel, dude needs to take it down a notch.
Put the microphone up to your mouth.
And I would like to say something that I wrote as part of Standing Rock. Because I am part of the
Arthur, he said, is it just me? But it looks like he is mocking her, waiting to see him on Comedy Central. But Barry, it almost does come across like that way, you know, like a gesturous.
So this piece that I
Like
created
a
is
court
called
gesture, you know?
Controversial Times and High Stress
Not to,
Topics.
I mean, no offense, you know.
Even when the bad vibes and negative influences
Look,
cross
that dude's got a
remember,
glowing
everything will be
Darth
okay.
Vader stick over
We
there.
might
I'm
not
sure
see it
he
in
needs
this
to go
moment.
over
We
that one.
cannot give up
So,
or
it
allow our
has.
time to be stopped. We cannot change what has already been done. All we can do is remember and ensure it does not happen again. Because the reality is, control is simply an aspect of the mind. Something we can imagine one has over themselves or others. For example, our bodies breathe air and pump life subconsciously. Yes, our brains send signals to our lungs and heart to make them pump. But it's not a conscious decision that our body makes. Same with life. Bad things happen, we make mistakes, we all fall down, we all get hurt, but we must always take a breath and get back up and fight even stronger than before. You have to be strong. You have to be strong-willed, and you have to be resilient, just like our bodies will to keep its heart and lungs pumping. Knowledge comes from the mind, passion comes from the heart, endurance comes from the body. The soul is what brings the three together and allows them to flourish. We must learn that these things they will not always be perfect. But that's the beauty of it. We are all perfect. We all could be the same, but it's what our
Kareem,
flaws is
Stephanie
what makes us
Smith,
unique.
are they able to read a full book
They're
above
what makes
first
us
page?
beautiful.
They can only
It's how
count
we
to
treat
12, you
ourselves,
know.
our mind, body, and spirit,
Clever girl.
and the world around us. That's what matters. I believe our thoughts are the gateway to our true happiness, for everything is possible. If one is willing to make that change, the path will be full of hardship and tests of the mind, the body, and the soul. Well, plus the spirit. We must plant these seeds of our dreams, but like a flower needs nourishment from the mind, the warmth of the sunlight of our hearts, and a safe room to grow within ourselves. Sometimes we must take a step to break that.
They said their march was going to be 1.5 miles.
Not to run
So
away
I
from
think
our
they just
problems,
walked around in
but
a
to
circle.
take that second breath and remind ourselves where we come from. We are where we want to be. Sometimes it's
Thank
these
you
imperfect
to the
things that
mods
keep us
for coming
grounded.
up.
It reminds us that we are human, and we cannot always
You'll
have
be here
control.
tonight.
But take the time to listen, not just with your ears, but with your
Stone
hearts,
Tom, turn on
but
subtitles,
with
please.
your minds and your souls.
Actually, they should
I
be
cannot
enabled.
stress
You
the
guys should be able
importance of
to.
breathing.
I'll be quiet if you want to try
Take in
to
the
test it.
positive energy and exhale the stress, the anxiety, the anger, and the depression, what comes along with being who we are. Allowing ourselves to love itself, for this world needs love now more than ever. Become the love and the hope. Become that strength,
Marie,
that
they did
endurance.
start at a bar.
For no matter how we feel, we are never truly at a loss. Life forces us to dig deep within the earth so our roots can spread and strengthen us. To make room for the light and the balance the dark can never give. Never stop trying, because if you try at life, if you never try at life, you never know what life is. Yes, it might feel like the winter breeze
Levy,
as you
we
pray
don't
for
talk
the
that
summer
way.
spring to wash away the old and replenish the new. But just like the winter breeze, it brings hardship. It brings acknowledgement to who we really are and how far we can really go. You remember that water
David,
is important.
and notice the
It
poor
brings
guy
life.
sweeping
It
the
brings
shop
hope. On
that
this
is
journey
losing
that we live.
business because of this lovely
It can carve his
protest.
stone.
And you know what?
It can bring tidal waves.
I'm on the East
It can
Coast,
heal
so I
itself.
didn't even consider.
Water is
But
the most
that's a very valid
important
point.
It is the giver of life.
Man,
So
they're
let
open
it
late.
birth love and light.
Or he's working
because
late, should say.
sometimes the darkness cannot do that. So love and light must prevail because we are human beings. And this is what conquers the darkness. Love must come from within. So next time you fall, next time you stumble, next time you feel like nothing is left, just turn over and look at the stars. Remember where you come from, because the stars will guide us back to our way, back to our path, where we need to be. Pray that the water, and pray with the water.
Mike, good to
Be the
see you.
water. Remember, we love you.
This is a
I love you.
a
and we're
walk
in
they
together.
did, a protest, a
Welcome to
march
Contact.
against the
This is
pipeline.
something I need to
Yes,
do. Belonging at Belarus is our
pipeline.
episode.
It's unacceptable. Thought it was already canceled, but I could be wrong.
Okay, I don't think we have
But
any
then it
more
got uncanceled
speakers.
after
Do we?
it was
We don't have
already
any more
canceled.
speakers, do we, guys?
Hey,
Indigenous
April, good to
talk?
see you.
Anybody?
Yeah, got a whole bunch out there.
Crime Best is a true crime series inside some of Canada's most high-profile criminal cases. Each episode takes you inside the story to give you details you don't hear on the news. That's very cool.
I'm not gonna talk too much. I wasn't able to make it to Standing Rock because when that was happening, I was in and out of the hospital. And still a teenager, couldn't convince my parents to let me go to South Dakota to fight the government. But I have fought to protect water. A couple of years ago, some
Hey,
folks
Stone,
and
good to
I
see you.
occupied the Washington State Capitol up in Olympia.
Gonna have to circle back
Demanding
to you on
that
that.
Jay
So that
Inslee
sit still.
stopped all oil construction because it was putting the salmon at risk.
Tina, tap
If
the
you
title.
go, if you've gone to
description
these
map.
indigenous-led events, you will have heard by now
Locations at the
about
top
the
left.
salmon and how it's endangered. The
can
salmon
move us
is
around as
sacred.
well.
There's a reason that
There's one.
a lot of tribal members up here talk
Yeah.
about it. It's because it's part of their culture, it's part of their way of being, it's part of their life. And we need the water to survive so that the salmon can survive. But we need the water to survive for life in general to survive. I try to remind people, like, when you're fighting battles like this, it's not as complicated as the media makes it seem, you know,
Let's check
as liberals make
in
it seem.
with.
They try to make it seem like we
This
have
is
to
a
talk
need
to
to know
these
well.
politicians
Strike
and
Des.
we have to come to
Strike is still there.
understandings and we have to write new laws and new bills and we have to make decisions based on tribal governments and all of this shit, and it's really not that difficult. It's a
No.
matter of life or death, that's it.
Alright then.
That's it. You choose
try
if you're gonna
these.
be on life's side or if you're gonna be on death's
Think we
side.
can still
And if you're
imagine the
for
ASL
life,
man
then you're gonna
throwing
protect
his
the
limbs around
water.
the body.
If you're for life, then you're gonna put an end to these pipelines. You're gonna
There we
put
go.
an end to
Boy,
these
it's
oil
making it seem like it's not
structures.
important.
Like,
Remind them.
if you're for life, you will put an end to these corporations. It's not hard. It's that simple. That's it. And so when you're having these conversations with people who aren't out here, with people who aren't fighting, who try to argue their way into making it seem like it's not important, remind them, how are you alive right now? Have you had something to drink in the past 24 hours? Have you drinking water in the past week? Have you taken a shower?
I got two
Have you
music
washed
up.
your face? Have you brushed your teeth? Have you eaten food that was grown on a farm using water to water those seeds? Like, that's it. It's literally a matter of life or death.
There's the champ.
I don't know what to say to get it through people's heads. I mean, there's so many issues that come with these pipelines. Not just them poisoning drinking water, but when these pipelines come, so do the man camps. And that's, you'll hear a lot of indigenous people say that, man camps. And what we mean by that is when these invaders come to indigenous lands for their projects, whether that's a pipeline or whether they're mining for natural resources or they're building a museum or whatever on stolen land, they bring all these construction workers and all these pipeline workers who most of the time are cis men, which most of the time turn out to be abusers and really shitty people. And we call those man camps because they have to go and they stay there, and they build these camps for the workers to stay
Clayton,
in.
by the way,
And the workers
has
know that
solved it,
because
and
they're on
farmers don't use
tribal
it because
land,
it kills crops.
reservations, a lot of federal laws don't.
That was a good one.
Or yeah, a lot of like state laws, and I'm pretty sure federal laws don't apply to reservations. So people in these man camps know that they can commit horrific crimes and get away with it.
Oh, April, thank you. Thanks for the best stream, Tom.
And so a
what's
pattern
the
that we see
POW
is
power,
wherever these pipelines go,
protest
wherever
about
these man
tonight?
camps go,
That
the
pipeline.
rise of missing
I'll
and murdered
always,
indigenous
what takes me so long
women,
to go live is
trans,
putting in the
non-binary
descriptions. It'll
people,
always be there for you.
girls, children, the numbers of missing and murdered indigenous people go up wherever these pipeline projects are. And that's because of these man camps. So not only are these pipelines poisoning our waters, but the people who are coming to build these pipelines to poison our waters are also kidnapping people. They are sexually assaulting people.
Whoa.
They are murdering people in horrific ways. A lot of people's family members and loved ones who have gone missing, who have been found dead, are not found in one piece, are usually found with their clothes ripped off, their hair cut off. It's horrible. And that type of violence goes where these pipelines go.
David, just remember, you can drown in water.
My family's town, the area that
JA.
my family
I
is
call
indigenous
bullshit.
to, down in like
They don't care
central
about the
southern
jobs.
Mexico. We don't have clean water anymore. We used to have a river that my dad told me stories about. He used to go swimming in there. He used to fish. They used to shower in that water, play in
Yeah.
it.
So what you're saying is the
There's
tribal
also
police are
like
not doing
underground
their job.
rivers that they would get drinking water from. But that doesn't exist anymore, and there's no clean drinking water, and my family has to drive to a different town to pick up gallons of drinking water to bring back.
Oh, wait, Michelle, you're
And when
right.
I asked
Time
why,
out, guys.
I thought
Michelle,
maybe global warming or something. but
says,
that
unfortunately,
happens so
she's
fast.
speaking
I mean,
truth. My hubby
just from
worked
my
up there
dad's
for years. It's not a nice place
childhood
for,
to like me, that's only like
women.
25 years. Like that happened fast for a
don't
whole
know
river
about
to
that.
dry up, multiple
Remember?
rivers to dry up. And what happened is the corporations,
This
usually
guy had to
United
go
States
get his
corporations, come
drinking
down to
water at
Mexico
like a
because
town,
it's
and they
cheaper
didn't
for
like
them.
for it.
And they come and they drain up all our water, and that's exactly what happens in my family's hometown.
The family. I
So we
feel
don't
like I
have clean
remember that
water
story.
anymore because of corporations, and a lot of towns in Mexico
Thank
are
you for
like
mentioning
that.
that, Michelle.
And now that Mexico is becoming all dried
Linda.
up, the United States is poisoning their own water. You guys, we need to stop these pipelines at all
Get an
costs.
education or a job, etc.
I don't want to
etc.,
march for this
etc.
anymore. I
Like money don't grow
don't
on
want to
trees.
speak on this anymore.
Bills to pay.
I don't want to yell that
Mouths
water
to
is
feed.
life. Like, we really have to remind
Because
people
there
that
ain't
water
nothing in
is
this world
life.
that's free.
I'm tired of this, and I'm so young, and our elders have been fighting for this for much longer than we have.
Yeah. Michael Boyd, 55K
Like, we
jobs.
can't keep marching for this. It's time
That
for direct action.
or-
It's time for direct
Honestly,
action.
I'm
And if
so tired
somebody
of
has to
telling you,
talk
but
shit on direct
It
action,
was either
remind them what
15,000,
Standing Rock
55,000.
was.
But somebody said 10,000, and then that made me question it. Made me
Standing
drop
Rock
is direct
Tweet a lot
action.
better.
When you go and you build a blockade to literally stop these pipelines from being built, that is direct action. When you go and you fuck up all their equipment so
Right,
they can't build the pipeline, that is direct action. That is what we need. Okay, I want to remind you guys, we are in a climate crisis. We are in a water crisis. We are in a food crisis. We are in a pandemic. We don't have time to keep marching anymore. It's time for direct action. And I know DAPL is far away from here. But I do want to remind you guys, there is a pipeline factory here. I'm just saying. There is a lot of Chase banks around here that are funding these pipelines. There is a lot of Amazon offices and an Amazon warehouse that I know
Yeah,
is probably
Jalen,
funding these
that's
pipelines.
a good question.
They're
Is she
funding
calling for
everything.
destruction?
Like, we don't... I would like to become an elder one day. And I don't know if that's going to happen with the route that we're going in
JA,
this
at
climate
all
crisis.
costs. Human.
So,
Wonder what
I'm sure
that
there's been
means.
many call-outs for direct actions, but I really want to instill in this, you guys, direct action is needed. I
Direct
need you
action.
guys to step up. I know there's pipelines on this side
By
of the
the way,
states as well.
I'll show you guys
They're
something
all
that
over.
reset.
It's time to take action. It's time to literally save humanity. Water is life.
It's happening in March.
And it's
Guess
time
what's
to
happening?
respect that. One more thing I want to say.
Oh,
Go
it's
back
gonna
on the
be a
prayer
day.
aspect. Something that I learned from Grandma Aggie. I feel really blessed
Of
to have been in
unity,
her
for
presence, and
solidarity,
heard her
fighting
teachings, and
against the system,
through water ceremony with her.
allegedly.
Something that she said a
According
lot
to a
when
flyer,
talking about the
social
water is how a lot of us stopped talking to the water and we forgot that the water has a spirit. You know, water is life. And we mean that on so many levels. The water has a spirit. And that spirit is watching and listening, and it feels everything we do. And I wonder when the last time most of us spoke to the water. Like, think about it. When was the
Hey,
last time you
Fading Wolf,
spoke to
good to
the
see you,
water?
man.
The last time you thanked the water for giving you life. The last time you thanked the water for hydrating you,
Jay.
cleansing you, for giving you food to eat. You know, most of us are born from our mother's womb or our parents' womb. And that womb is filled with water. So we are literally born from the water.
Yeah, Jeff.
Our bodies
I
are
agree,
made
brother.
mostly of water. We need water to survive. It's, I don't know what to say. Water is life. And so I want to remind people to thank the water, you know, to thank it every time you pour a
Yeah,
glass
plate.
of water to drink. Even this bottled water. I mean, I feel really fucking
About
shitty
the,
because I know it's stolen
If
water.
any property damage
That is
happens, you
bottled
know, my
in
guess is
plastic
when
and
the fuel tanks and
manufactured and
oil,
sold right back to us.
pans and
But
hydraulic
it's still
lines
sacred. I'm
would
still
cut or
gonna
whatever,
thank
I
it when
doubt
I drink it. And so I
they
want to
hang
remind
around
you guys to
to
do
properly
that. To
collect
speak
the
to the
fuel
water.
and
Like,
etc.
when
Just
you go
let
in
it
the
run into
shower,
the ground.
thank the water for cleansing you.
The people
for
who are
cleansing your skin.
disassembling
It,
pipelines
even
or
if
whatever.
you're not spiritual, I mean, it doesn't hurt to practice gratitude.
It all depends on regulation.
Thank it. Thank the river. Thank the rain. We get a lot of rain here. Maybe not
To be
this
honest.
year. It's kind of scary. But usually we get a lot of rain. When it rains, thank the rain, because without the rain, we wouldn't have these beautiful forests.
Thank the rain.
We wouldn't have these berries.
We need
wouldn't
to
have
do a
these
rain
rivers, these
dance.
fish.
That's what we need. Why haven't you guys been rain dancing?
Just
That's
remember,
why we're
the
in this
water has a
predicament.
spirit. We're in a
So
climate
technically,
crisis,
we should be
and the
asking
youth
you
need you to take
what
direct
you can
action
do
now.
for us.
Thanks.
Oh, by the way, not them. I was
Okay.
kidding. I meant tonight.
They all pretty much said everything I was going to say. However, something that I have noticed recently is a lack of literacy
Wait,
in
is that what they were doing? That
Indigenous American
circle?
culture
Is that a
from
rain
everybody
dance?
who is
We
not
are
Indigenous
water?
American. Y'all did
That's
not
what
do
they
your
were talking
research.
about.
And you stand here in support, but I wonder,
So-
like, how many of you actually know what you're supporting here?
In the event anyone that happens
And
to
would
be
you have
hanging
known
out
if
and
we
is new
hadn't
to the
told you?
page, anybody here is welcome
So,
left, right, up, down, politically speaking, it's all good. Just ask that you respectfully agree to disagree with
Obviously,
anyone else
I'm
might not agree
one
with you.
person, and I am from like one area.
Like
I'm
Andrew,
from
for
multiple
example,
tribes,
a
but
good friend of mine.
oh, wait, I
Hard
never
left.
introduced myself.
Not
I'm
a
not
good
gonna
friend of
bother
mine,
with
but
that right now.
like any
But
of you,
I'm
you know,
from the High Plateau area. I'm Warm Springs,
members I
Alaska.
value.
And so I
And,
cannot speak on everything. I can't speak on all of it.
We don't agree on
that's
all
one
issues.
of the first things that I think people
Disagree
forget
hard on some,
when
but you know what?
talking
I
with
enjoy
us
my
as
time with them.
Indigenous American people.
That wouldn't be
We're
a reason
not
for me
one
not
tribe.
to
In
engage with
fact,
them.
there's
many,
thousands of us,
you know.
thousands of different tribes, and there's only 500 or so that are
Dave.
federally recognized.
Dave Brock.
And there are a
How
lot
about
of
some good
indigenous
old
people
shine?
who are members of tribes
can
that
drink
the
some
U.S.
and
government
probably
does not
agree with it.
recognize, and they are just as
Right.
valid.
Or a bit of ice.
Thank you. Also, yes, and within all those cultures, we are all very different.
Sherry Ford. Miss
um,
Sherry Ford, nice to see you.
Our
It's been a minute,
common
miss.
thing, though, I think in a commonality between us all is
Primetime Patriot.
respect,
Manuel.
mutual respect, and we don't do shit if you can't respect us, or if you can't respect people. I think the big underlying issue with the missing and murdered Indigenous women, trans and two-spirit people, along with other people, why it's such an issue is people have no respect for us. And unless you are actively doing the work
Manuel's
every
Primetime
single day,
Patriot
you
up.
still will subconsciously see us as the dirty
Tina
little
Huey.
Redskins. So you need to work on that at all times, because that's not what we are. We are way more than that. We are actually human. We are not so
Say
human.
all of them,
And
please.
I think,
I bet they
especially
will
in Portland,
protest
you guys need to
stronger.
start treating us like that. Even
Oh,
the
yeah.
quote-unquote allies in Portland
Cheryl, do
still
these
treat
people
us as
actually
less
do
than
research what they were
oftentimes.
saying before
I've
they say it?
noticed,
No.
and I don't know why the fuck y'all be
The
doing this on
research
our
is
land.
Googling it
Like,
and having that.
that's so disrespectful.
They often refer to that to
and
from their
I
thoughts.
I'm tired of it, and it is awful that I'm, you know, at 20 I have to tell you that I'm a human, right? And the reason I'm telling you, even though this is like an event that usually like leftist people attend and stuff, is because even leftist people, even the quote unquote most progressive group of people here,
He's
struggle
at
to
the scene
see
in
us as real
Seattle.
people.
Marie, I didn't know that. Please. You guys remember? That's like big
The
news.
other thing within that I've
Kind of.
spoken about before, and it's
Kind of.
part of like why water is life and stuff, but a lot of people don't realize, and then kind of microaggression-y about when, especially when talking to me at least, and only know my experience. But people, a lot of Indigenous American cultures, you know the circle of life from Lion King? That is a very similar way to how a lot of us, our cultures, interpret the world. And we as humans, there is no subhuman. Even animals, plants, rocks,
Seattle
water
Protest Network,
are
too.
all equal to us. And there is no such thing as a subhuman. There's no such thing as any of that. And so the land we're on, the trees that are giving us shade or giving us food or bark, the air that we're breathing in, and the water that we drink, all has a spirit, and it's all equal to our own spirit. Water is so important, and we couldn't get anywhere forward without water. I'm grateful that you guys showed up also, because it was the Standing Rock Youth who called this and the Action for Solidarity. And I appreciate you guys showing up to listen for youth. You know, we are the seventh
David
or the
says,
eighth generation.
he thinks
We
there might
are the
be on them.
generation that our ancestors prayed for, and
I don't know, sometimes it doesn't feel like it. Because nobody gives us any amount of respect, really ever, honestly. So I'm glad that there's some now. Yeah, and I guess I really need you guys to do your research. I remember at another speech I gave at the Red House, I asked how many people knew about the occupation of Alcatraz, and nobody knew about it. And this needs to be fixed. You guys need to research the occupation of Alcatraz. You need to research Leonard Poitier. You need to research the Dakota Access Pipeline. I was also, I could not go because I was also in and out of hospitals, and I was 16, and the only option for me to get there would be to hitchhike from here. And yeah, if I did that, I would have definitely gone missing. Because the statistics for Indigenous women going missing is 1 in 3 Indigenous women go missing.
Emma, they obviously don't have.
Yeah,
the
1 in
mic.
3.
It doesn't use the mic.
Or are found murdered, like in pieces, with cuts and evidence of abuse. So I avoid hitchhiking. That's just I'm not coming back from that. But I forgot what I was gonna say. But I'm so sorry, guys.
White people need to do better, do their research.
Oh yeah. Thank you. Okay. I have ADHD. I'm so sorry. Yeah, you need to do this research. Also, you need to research the tribes and our traditions. From when you're here, what we did a round dance. It's like a greeting dance. Traditionally, when there's no COVID, we shake hands with everybody when we're doing that dance, and
this is why you
usually
don't do drugs.
it splits in half, so people are going the opposite way. So you shake everybody's hand because you say hello to everybody because everybody is worth saying hello to. That is a part of the culture of this area. I do not know how many other areas the culture's of, but it's very common at powwows if you've ever been to one, and it is also common at wash it ceremonies, which is one of the religions of this area, which you would know if you had researched it because it's pretty easy to find. Actually, just kidding, it's really hard to find, but
Patriot, by the way.
you need to do that work anyways.
Is that the scene?
Yeah, so please do the work, and then please, like the previous speaker said, we need to do direct action. In Portland, water is very affected by the dams on the rivers. There are multiple dams on the Columbia River. There are dams, I know for a fact, on the Klamath River. And those need to come down. Those need to not exist anymore. That's a really
what
big
I'm going to close with tonight
action,
is there's
and
breaking
I
news going on right now,
planning,
actually.
But that needs to happen,
which is going to
and
supersede
y'all
this.
support
And
that
I gotta
because
get out of here now. Ditto.
the salmon are
Like
dying,
fast.
our rivers are being polluted, and you can't drink out of them.
We're out.
And you can't catch salmon. We've been catching salmon on the Columbia River for over 10,000 years. But the U.S. government in the 1950s were like, no, you're never going to do that again because we're going to put up this dam and we're going to completely ruin this ancient trading ground that has been there and has been occupied for over.
Where was my de-escalation? Do you not have a specialized team to deal with
Give it a sec. It should resolve.
This guy is following the officers down the way, just giving him his peace of mind. But that's the same individual, if anybody's watching, that's the same individual who harassed me in downtown Seattle about 2 weeks ago on Saturday. Not last Saturday, but the following Saturday before that. Harassed me with an umbrella.
Let me just remove this
and grab my equipment.
And bring a new one to you so you can see it.
Tried to push me a few times, and so he's out here today. Looks like protesting this
if
event,
anything,
and it looks like following down an officer there, giving him a piece of mind.
Give me a sec. It'll be worth it. And in the meantime, I can do this. Okay. All right. I hope we're still up. I hope we're still up.
We got an individual. Excuse me, guys. We need to get these cars out. Excuse me. So it looks like they're removing some cars right now. Officers are. It looks like they're removing some cars right now. Officers are. A couple officers are leaving.
Got more vehicles coming. Got more vehicles coming out, man.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, thank you.
Marie, you said this was Seattle.
I see multiple clips. I see a body vest, so it seems like yeah. So I'm looking for taser. Do you have one?
Yeah, Seattle. Okay.
Is that in there or everywhere? Well, I mean, like I don't look like you can just answer the question. Like, where's Waldo? Protect him, sir. Sir, more. Just answer the question. Were you in spray? It looks like that whole thing on your holster. So my question is, do you know how to use it? No, of course not. Do you know how to use your taser? Really nice to have to pop up. Oh, Brooks, he's not my real dad.
Those squeakers are equivalent to fiddling butt plugs.
This is like a screamer. Not bad.
Oh, sorry.
I mean, it's like you really disprove our coins on a regular basis. Like, it makes me sad how right you read us.
Plenty of cars.
I wonder if humanity left. If we had humanity left, I
Michelle.
think it would be a haunting nightmare.
No, you can use the regular word, Michelle. It's okay for them.
I'll see you tonight in
The left words they don't care about.
So it looks like the crowd is really dispersed at this point in time. There's now only about 6 people standing out here. It went from about 20 to about 6 people really
Originally, before my page got a label on it that says C19. This page speaks about
There's 1,
C19.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people,
That
and
don't,
plus one
please
me.
don't talk about vaccines and stuff like that. And then obviously with someone who's now no longer on social media, 45, Mr. T, certain topics, you know, that
So
big
now we
tech
have
has
one
no
officer, one
stances
patrol
on.
car left.
And it's
Well, down here we have one patrol car
if
left.
you're in a kitchen, you
Up
ain't
the
the
way
cook.
we have a couple of
Respect the
patrol
kitchen.
officers
Like,
just kind of parking. Not too much going on. Yeah, it seems like they may be wrapping up pretty quick.
Dave, I swear, I'll never
You know, this
buy my
process,
dog
I
another
believe,
squeaky
takes about
toy
an hour. I
again.
think that, if I'm not mistaken, they have a certain time frame that they're supposed to be out to do this process. I'm not sure of that. But
job of the
they
protest.
have been
That was good.
handling the investigation. It looks like there's lights and some people still up there, but
Ray,
cars are
good to
moving
see you, man.
around. Some have been removed altogether. You guys can see another officer over here. I'm not sure if they're just relocating the vehicles
Shoot, I
right
never pinned
now. Maybe
anything
they
to YouTube.
are anticipating something or what. But we got officers out here.
Hey, it's night. You're on your life, asshole.
I'm gonna move to straight pole mode for you guys. Just give me 1 second. Tripod out the way. Really pull it high for you. All right, so it looks like it's now dissolved now to 3 individuals on the corner over here.
Oh, snap, Wilford. I pitied
And one
fool.
person standing back in the back over there in white, underneath the tree back there.
Richard McDonald, hashtag stop squeaking.
Just one
Yes,
person
sir.
back there. Not sure where if they live there or what. But there's just a couple of people over here standing on the corner. I'll give you guys a 360 view here, show you a little panoramic of the scene. The intersection here of 23rd and South Massachusetts. So the news reporters showed up, kind of did their thing and walked out.
Eat shit, Nancy!
So here's the Northwest African American Museum. Somebody's over here screaming at that person. Apparently
Yep.
they must know them.
Wilford, same oil, more trains. Stone, I had a dog. Would
Shut back, give you
absolutely
guys
kill
another
for his
view here,
squeaky joy.
perspective up the street. We got officers doing an investigation up here. Still looks like there's quite a few squad cars over here.
Yes, Marie.
So we got 2 officers here on the crime scene line. Looks like this is like the
Yeah.
furthest crime scene, and there's another one further back here. And that's where the main investigation is happening currently back there. You guys can see there's still a little bit of activity, but compared to earlier, it is much quieter.
Stone.
Now that I have a moment and things have kind of calmed down, I'm going to chat with you guys here, if you can hear me.
Teacher said every time you hear a squeak
Soda Dude
sound,
says, "Hey Josh,
an
thanks, bud.
Antifa
No
is
problem,
losing
brother.
another brain cell." That was going at me.
Can you say what happened? Yeah, I can give you a little rundown one more time here. So around 9:30 p.m.,
And actually, that's
officers were called out
paraphrasing
to
his
here at the
wonderful
location
life
of 2300 South
teacher said
Massachusetts
every
Street,
time you hear a
where the
squeak sound,
Northwest
an
African American
Antifa
Museum is,
losing
and the
their
Urban
brain
League
cell.
at Common School. It's an apartment building here. The officers were called for a shooting, and as they arrived, they encountered a suspect that shot at the police officers. The suspect was then, they returned fire, and the suspect was shot and killed. Upon further investigation in the area, they did find 2 more bodies in a parking lot. They were not deceased. And they were injured by gunfire. So they have been taken to a different location.
Dang.
And they will get updates on them here in the future. But right now, there's no further updates. The chief investigation officer came out and tried to give us an update, but she did not have any updates on the 2 victims that were shot. Only the shooter, that they were at this time deceased due to the officer involved incident.
Got to update the title real quick.
So it looks like we have about 4 individuals here, and it looks like 1 person is showing up, maybe a press with a camera. But it looks like they're hanging out, just drinking a can of something, just chilling on the steps. They seem pretty quiet at this point. I am the only person here live streaming at this point. All the people have left.
Thank you to everybody who was kind enough with the shares. You guys are great. Honestly, another slow night in Portland there up till this year. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kareem.
No, I'm not going to be able to do any
My
of
bad.
that, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to take a step back a little bit further.
They
and
always
give you guys a
seem to
little bit
play
more
the
of an
blame
angle to
game.
show you the 2 crowds that are still remaining here. So I don't know if you guys could tell, but there's a small group sitting here on the corner. It looks like just 4 individuals plus one more in the background, so 5 total. And just sitting here, it looks like, I don't know, anticipating people to show up or something. But there was a group of people here, and they dispersed pretty quickly after there was updates provided about the incident. I got some
Hey, Frank, good to see
people
you.
leaving here
Be
behind
safe,
me.
everyone. Says Frank. How you been, brother?
Yes, thank you. I do need to hydrate. There's no motive at this time. They don't have any real details as to why the shooting occurred. I think I'm not sure if I'm correct or not. I need to go back and watch my feed. I don't know if the individuals knew each other or not. Meaning the two
Frank,
injured
I never knew you were an
individuals and the one suspect that was shot and deceased.
Very cool.
Somebody driving through. So again, there's just 4 people and 4 officers. It's 1-to-1 at this point in time, plus me. I'm the only person on the ground right now I could tell that's live streaming this event. So thank you to anybody who is tuning in live and witnessing this. I know there's a lot of people out there that saw this on Twitter and on the internet, just kind of blowing up quickly.
I gotta type in his name. And the
So
location
I raced out here to be on the ground to cover this, and we got the interview from the investigation chief, but my camera shortly cut out after that, having some technical difficulties. But we're back online now, and again, for anybody tuning in, we're at South Massachusetts Street and 23rd Avenue South in Seattle, Washington. This is just a few miles outside of downtown. Right off a street called Rainier Avenue, which is a very prominent thoroughway where, you know, if people want to bypass the highway, they'll sometimes take Rainier Avenue. So it's a very large populated area. It's a heavily minority-driven community. There's a lot of minorities down here. And this is right at the Northwest African American Museum on 2300 South Massachusetts Street. There's also the Urban League Village at Coleman School, which is an apartment.
Just one of you guys. Make somebody nervous, you know what I mean? You guys okay? They just killed a black man.
If anything, you're gonna make somebody nervous.
On the National African American Museum. Was he acting stupid? No. Yeah, were you there? You're a racist. Fuck.
Excuse me, could I get an interview with you? So that guy was coming over here.
Oh, I thought he was talking to the streamer. I was like, he didn't talk to you.
So it looks like that guy was out here kind of criticizing these supporters over here for the comment there that he was asking if the individual was acting stupid. We don't know that yet. You know, obviously the investigation still continues. We don't know the motive. We don't know why the incident occurred.
Exactly.
All we know is that there was one person that was shooting and deceased in an officer-involved incident. There was 2 other individuals that were shot by the suspect, found later at the investigation scene in a parking lot. They were wounded by gunshot, but not deceased. They've been taken to, I'm not sure what hospital. I would assume maybe Harborview or something like that close by. There's a Seattle Medical. There's some other locations here. We'll have to just find out more. We got a little bit of an update from the investigations chief.
Seattle PD is blown away.
That let us know
that he's a civil streamer. You know,
they didn't have any motive for the incident tonight, and they didn't know if the individuals knew each other or whether it was in a random event or what. But it is at an apartment location here at
people, and then
the Northwest African American Museum and the Urban League Village apartments.
This is Primetime Patriot, Miss Bobby. Yep. I've played him a couple times before. Yep.
He did engage with police. That is correct.
Here and there. He is on the Pacific time, so he's normally up later at night.
I'm very careful. Don't worry.
He also plays games and restreams like at home.
Thank you. What's in the museum? Oh my goodness, you Goober, I don't know. That was a dumb comment you made there about that. I didn't want to read the rest of it.
Oh, hey, sorry.
Yeah, I need water, but I didn't. It's in the car actually. I'll get some afterwards. I'm okay.
Same. I've needed water as well.
The reason I sound a little muffled is because I'm wearing a mask, and it's this gator. After a while, the moisture from talking through it out here just kind of like, I don't know, it makes it tough to talk through, so I'll pull it down a little bit for you. No officers were injured. We did get to ask the investigations chief that, And no officers were injured at the time. Well, I have it out here too for purposes of, my identity and making sure that, I could just, when you have a mask on, people will tend to just,
Seattle,
they don't
they're
bother you so much.
Headed
Kinda
to
leave you
Fraser
alone.
Cranes for therapy.
Kind of fit in,
Remember to talk to your water Kareem, especially after what we saw in Portland. Jenna, what's Primetime's Patriot name again? I don't
Thank
know.
you guys for everybody who's tuning in right now. My name is Primetime Patriot. I'm a live streamer, a conservative journalist out of the Northwest, Seattle, Washington. We heard about this incident around 9:45 or so, or maybe a little after 10 o'clock. And I drove down here immediately to show up on scene to capture this. And you're witnessing the remaining investigation, just wrapping up. It may be finishing up. So, I don't have too much going on left here.
As always, the quality of content coverage worthy of liking and reacting. And you haven't yet, it just would help to get this out to more people. Just the same to you guys over on YouTube. Feel it's worthy of a bump. No, it's not J&J. Completely different. But good question. And honestly, in all sincerity, any question is a good question.
Let me switch my earpiece, Jay. I think I lost you actually a long time ago. I didn't realize that. Let me switch over. Sorry. All right, can you hear me now? Oh, you've been able to hear me, okay. So it's pretty quiet, you guys. There's 4 people still here.
Kareen,
as
except
the
for that he
investigation
just walked
continues
down
up the
to
way.
it.
You guys saw earlier there about 30 people, maybe 25 people at some point showed up on the officer's crime scene line here. One individual brought a bullhorn, made a few comments, stayed pretty quiet to be honest, and they came out to get an update from the police chief, or well, the investigations chief, I should say. And after the report was provided, news gave their nightly 11 p.m. Updates live on scene, and then everybody has slowly dispersed ever since then. I don't see any other media on site, so I guess the story's been reported. However,
Right,
we're going to hang around here. We're going to hang around here and document this for you guys. I want to thank everybody again for joining the stream. All of my people on Twitch, please throw down some PMA. Let's get it going. Yep, I'm aware. So anybody watching this feed right now, I want to thank you all for joining in. We'll give you guys updates. Yeah, if you guys want to find me on further streams in the future, my name is Primetime Patriot. I stream on YouTube, Twitch, DLive. I have a Twitter at RealPTPatriot. You can find me on Twitter. Go send me a DM, say hi, go follow me over there. I post content, live streams,
that
on the ground report.
I put his name in the top left-hand corner. I'm like, bro, I'm not a dick. And I'll even come online. I'll come and show my face for you. Hang on one second. Coming out of the woodworks for you, but here, I'm going to help you out, man. It's a pleasure. Very much appreciate you being there, brother. I was going to tell them exactly where you were. Very happy to. Please don't be offended. If you just look top left-hand corner, you're right there. So is the platform you're on. Good to go, brother. I do have the power of
Penny,
audio.
every bit, every subscription, every super chat, you name it. goes to the Veterans of Foreign Wars. It's the VFW.org.
He's a very
Please go
nice
check it out.
both.
It's a great resource
doesn't
for
know
veterans
well.
out there. It is
I can
integral
understand
in
him.
the formation of the Veterans Association, the VA.
his
Veterans
situation.
Administration. It is integral in
Like
helping
not seeing
veterans. The
here.
longest standing veterans organization, nonprofit.
Just
It has
looks like he's
over
getting scammed,
1.5 million members. It has over 6,000 post locations across the United States. So if you have Google, go check it out, vfw.org. Pump in your address or zip code to find the nearest post location, and feel free to go support and donate, or if you would like to, donate through the stream, and we will get it directly deposited to them. So thank you again for all your support, everybody out there.
So he's still building his following, yeah.
Let me catch up with you in the chat, see if anybody's saying anything.
Okay, Pat. I'm sorry. I completely misinterpreted that then. I'm so sorry then to him.
Let's see.
Oh. Pat, I, in all sincerity, like, I see his layout and everything, and I'm like, I figure he's huge. I'm like, this guy's loaded. Like, what's he calling me out for? Like, I'm the
Yeah,
little
Jason,
guy.
right now we are live. If you're in the chat there, Jason, we are live. We showed up here at South Massachusetts Street and 23rd, which is just south of the Central District, really. I'm not even sure if you would maybe consider this a Central
I'm trying
District
to see your
still.
comments, guys. I'm
But
sorry,
it is
my
near
eyes are
Rainier
so dry.
Avenue, just outside of downtown Seattle here.
J.A.,
There was
good
an
to see you,
officer
man.
involved shooting, so we just popped out live to the scene here to report for you all. So we are live. Curious how things are looking at the precinct right now, if this is going on potentially, if anybody
see
has
you
any
guys.
updates
Good
at
to
what's
hang.
going on down at
Mr.
the
Beacon
precinct in
View as well, sir.
Seattle. Can anybody provide me any updates from Twitter? I'm trying to keep up on the ground here, but I'm
Pat,
only one
you are
person
cool.
with a camera trying to film this for you guys. So
Hey, Fern Frank. Time
gonna
for
do that
another
too.
hard blast. Please stand by.
hello, hello.
– 100% a good dude. Yep, for sure he is. Yeah.
Pretty quiet down here, everybody. Pretty quiet.
Fuck you, piggies.
Thanks to all my moderators and everybody out there helping me keep things, positive on the stream, keeping the chat moderated. Appreciate you all.
Here, here.
All right, I'm gonna pop out of here. Everybody in Discord, thanks. Appreciate y'all in Discord.
Rich, what makes you say that, brother?
So we still have a few vehicles still parked out here. I hear somebody's got the news blasting in their apartment over here.
Yes, sir, Mr. Boyd. Good luck with your final round, sir. Hope to see you
So
soon.
we got a couple people over here hanging out by the steps. Not sure what's going on up there, where they're trying to get to, but it looks like they're trying to go that direction for some reason.
Yes, sir, Mr. Boyd.
Not sure what's going on over here.
Rich, I don't care for these streamers. Mainly, all are either all right or all left. Yeah, I can hear that. I can definitely hear that.
He said something about stay dangerous and but not safe. I'm not sure what he said. Stay dangerous but safe? I don't know what he said. Something.
Rich, I
We got
do know
officers
one.
still
I do know one.
on scene.
Bard's Eye. He doesn't say anything.
Thank you to everybody joining in. We're again in downtown Seattle after
He just
an
goes, he
officer-involved
gets the
shooting,
shots.
where officers
No,
arrived
Woody,
on scene and
nothing
they
aside,
encountered a
it
suspect
was-
with a weapon.
Yeah.
They fired upon the
Very
officers. The
professional
officers
and,
returned fire.
and
That
that.
suspect was hit, and at the time of the incident, deceased.
Olympia.
Upon further
was that a
investigation
lot.
on scene, they found 2 bodies in a
Seattle.
parking lot
Those
injured
areas.
from gunshot wounds, but still alive. They have been transported from the scene at this time, but we do not have any further updates on their condition. As things progress, we will keep you updated. I don't anticipate that we'll have much more news from any PR or anything like that from the police tonight. They've given their update, which provided just what I told you there. The suspects, they do not know whether or not they knew each other or whether it was random.
Is
incident.
top chat to see? No. Live
So we
chat
are still
is to see
developing
new
the story
comments.
here as the
Top chat
investigation
is to
continues,
see.
and I will continue to keep you updated as I have news. I love you all, man.
All
Love you all.
messages are
Positivity.
visible.
Positivity reigns
Yeah.
supreme, everybody. Positivity reigns.
Some message.
Supreme.
Oh, okay. They got you. Aim. No.
So I'll try to get you a little bit
Right,
closer
Marine
shot,
Bond
see if
guys
we can
also.
see anything
Yeah.
still going on up here.
Angry Warrior Brothers. Good to see you, man.
One officer sitting back over here.
Tommy
Steady.
Honeycutt, 1 KIA in Seattle. 2 others struck. Non-life-threatening, I believe.
Still up the way.
Okay,
we got some people showing up again.
Maybe
We
like
got about
20
4
to 30
individuals
guys
showing up right now.
there briefly.
I don't know what the
But shots fired,
incidence is
you know.
here. We got a couple
Initially
people
at the
showing
2, then at the officers. Or vice versa, I did. No, the 2.
up. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
At this point in time,
Portland started the stream off.
looks like everybody is leaving. Excuse me. I watch everywhere. I'm watching my back,
See
ladies and
here,
gentlemen.
Rich.
So it looks like there's a small group over there.
Portland
this
started the
point in
stream
time,
about
I think
an
they're
hour
gonna leave.
47 ago.
I think it's just going to be me. I'll be the last person here standing. Last man standing. And we'll go live for just a little bit longer here to see if there's anything further I can
Fighting an
provide for
urge
you
for
guys.
corn pop cereal.
Excuse
Right.
me.
Peace and love, brother. Peace and love. But yeah, Rich, I
Sorry,
think you
guys.
would, if you ever
Hopefully the stream feed is coming through pretty decent.
have the presence of mind to
What's going on?
recollect
Looks like
bars
they're
I
talking
use,
about how to get
I
through
think you
over
might
here.
enjoy that one. And
One officer walking down towards me.
you know, because you do bring a valid point. It is like, you know, you're forced with like a decision of having to commit to one side or the other, and it's like I could understand you know, the perception of how some could mistake that mine is like a hard right group. No, statistically maybe, but in chat, but
Sorry for
no,
being
I
quiet
vote
out
for
here,
a
you guys.
person, not a politician.
It's all pretty much police at
F
this point in time. There's a
politics, man.
small group. I'll give you guys
Keep
a pan
it-
over here to see if you can
I'm
see.
good.
There's a small group still standing over here. They're talking amongst themselves in a small group. About 4 individuals showed back up. 3 individuals, excuse me. 3 individuals showed up, so now there's probably about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people over there. They showed up on the side. Looks like they're just kind of hanging out.
Do you know what's crazy?
They're all dressed in black.
Going back to, I believe there's a guy by the name of Ralph
gonna make any
Nader.
assumptions
Is it
there,
who
they're all
ran in the
dressed in
Green
black.
Party? I think something. He would never win, but he threw off a couple of actions
Okay.
or affected them. But I can remember in elementary
You
school.
want me to try and walk
thinking,
around the block?
about how politicians
Okay,
were
I'm gonna go up around the block. There's possibly
just
people, so I'm gonna take you guys around the block
liars
here. Sorry
and
if I cut away. There's not much going on.
deceitful
I'm just gonna walk up
was
here.
the word.
I don't know how
And,
far I gotta walk, but it's
yeah,
I'm good. Dude.
they just rubbed me. They always rub me the wrong way.
We're
It's
gonna walk
weird.
up here. I am watching myself, everybody. Okay.
Ever have a Nader moment? Ralph Nader was unsafe at any speed.
Yep,
You guys, listen,
yep.
I can't. I'm too young to remember him, I think, but I know his name, and I remember him running. Those years.
Something smells out here. Stinky. Okay.
Tommy, just click back
yep.
5 minutes. He just
All right, ladies and
did a
gentlemen, so
breakdown.
to give you an update, I'm walking
There you
around the
go,
corner here
my
to try
man.
to provide you a different angle. See if I can get over here. I see people over here in the park in the dark, though. Be careful. Yeah, no, you're good. I'm good. No. I'm good. There's some people out here. They got bike tires or something.
And it kills me because sometimes people who
I got my light.
who are more hard right in their stances than
It's
others
on.
and like
My light
aggressive
is
in
on.
their
I just
words.
can't see it. Sorry, guys. It's dark right now.
I'll be
But my light
speaking with
is on.
someone who's like a timid,
I'm walking around the corner
Democrat
here.
or central,
my flashlight, that's right.
but open and just like crushes them. That's like, I'm trying
Thank
to
you,
bring
Ron
us
Jen, again for my
together.
new
Just-
flashlight. Check this out, you guys.
If someone can respect
Check
you
this thing out,
as
dude.
you do them,
This is lighting up my
it should
whole
go.
world
It
right
goes
now. I should have
both
gone around here.
ways.
There's a whole freak. I can get the whole thing.
So
You
where
guys-
one gives,
This is the
in
angle I
one
should have been at
aspect,
the whole time.
it's got to happen in some degree to the other.
I didn't know I could get up
Communication.
here. I don't know what's going on over here, but there's like a setup over here. Thank you, Ron Jen, again. Check it out.
Sick, man. Flashlight, dude. Yeah, Tommy, true. About being open.
So this looks like the outdoor museum. It looks like they were doing some sort of outdoor museum exhibit. So this is the police line. I can't go around.
All right,
So
it's
you guys can see over
3:23
here, this,
Eastern
police
Standard
line.
Time.
Can't really
I'm
get too far
honestly
up, but I'm gonna try and
exhausted.
get close for you guys so you can see. I know. I am. I'm gonna try and get you guys a view over here. It's hard to see, but this is the other side.
You can shine the flashlight at the cops.
No, I didn't mean to put it on them.
But probably no. You can go ahead, shine the flashlight at the cops, but don't shine it over there because people are living there.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. All right, but I was just documenting what's going on. Sorry about that. Yeah. So I guess there is people living out here. She's like, you can shine at the cops, just don't shine it at us. Okay. Okay. Funny. All right, you guys have a hard time seeing this. Let's see if I could get it focused on it. I'll try to manually adjust some settings here to expose it for you. So we got a couple people. We got a couple people over here. So you guys can see. I'm not gonna try and shine it at them, but there's officers over there.
Yeah, well, for tomorrow will
Yeah.
definitely be interesting. Yes, sir. I'm going to get some rest. The scene ain't going to change tonight,
So there's over here. There's looks like the group maybe has moved. There's like 5 people, 6, 7 people over here. 8 people. Somebody. Yeah, one of them standing behind me with his hand in his pocket in a weird way. So I'm just gonna move a little bit. Shine your light on us. So let's see if I could get over here to get a better shot. It's hard to see you guys, sorry. This is why I need some professional equipment with some zoom and some really good low lighting.
Miss Lori Corella, you still in the house?
It's hard to see, but there's 1,
You got
2,
it,
3,
Diane.
4, 5, 6,
Good to
7
see you.
officers. I see, looks like some sort of mobile response units over here. Off to the left, we got 1 ambulance, but then we have some, you guys can't see it, but well, kind of can. There's some sort of homicide investigation unit, mobile unit there. So to try to give
Yep,
you guys a
I'm
shot
out
if
too,
I
Rich.
can
Wrap
over
this
here,
one up.
I hate to do it, but this is just in front of this location here, which I believe is the Northwest
Everybody
African
have a
American
great night
Museum, and
and a
also
blessed day.
the location for the apartments, I believe is what it is here. There's some form of apartment building here. It's a very large location with a very large open field. No, I don't believe it happened outside. It happened right here in the parking lot. So anybody who's wondering, it did not happen inside. It happened out here in the parking lot.
I'll see you guys on the next one.
Here.
YouTube. JA, my pleasure. David, Jenna,
The incident where the
My
rough
pleasure.
area where the incident occurred, it looks to be
everyone
right
who was
here where
kind
these
enough to
officers
react
may
to the
be
pin donation information.
standing,
Thank you so much
or
on Facebook
possibly
as well.
within this
Appreciate you.
tent over here. There is a tent that is sitting here, and maybe that is the cover. Yes, it is. It's got to be because there's red tape around the area there.
Good
So
night,
there's
Miss
yellow,
Bobby Flipkart.
and then there's red tape. And it seems to be
Appreciate
kind
it.
of blocking in that
Appreciate
tent
you.
right there.
Thank you.
So it's just right here in the parking lot, it appears. Yeah, they
Be
got a
good,
dog sniffing. You
JA.
guys can see it. There's
I'll catch you on the
yeah,
next
there's
one.
a dog out here sniffing on the ground. They're
Look
trying to
forward to it.
identify something, maybe trails of bullets or casings. Maybe that's how they can locate casings with the gunpowder. Dogs are pretty good at that kind of stuff. So,
That's correct. GSR, gunshot residue.
so yes, it's right next to this tent here where it appears that the incident occurred.
Generally speaking, metal detectors too.
You know, all my mods, I appreciate you guys, but please do not clear chats right now. Please just try to time people out if you need to. And if you need to ban anybody, you can let me know in chat. But please, mods, we've been having a lot of reports of people, you know, kind of complaining about some things. And I know you guys are doing your best out there, but we also try to you have to respect these people that are coming into my chat room as well, you know. So we're gonna have a meeting just so everybody's in chat. You know, I'm a new channel. I'm just growing here, so I have new mods, and we still have not formally had set up a mod meeting. So we're working on setting up a mod meeting to make sure that everybody is on the same page for the rules. So
Yeah.
you know, we are flying by the seat of our pants right now. You guys just have to please work with the chat. I know you guys want to protect me and my channel. Please, also, you have to protect the people's freedom of speech in the chat, and you guys need to let them be able to speak too, even if they're from the opposite side or the opposite viewpoint. As long as they're
Yes,
respecting the
thank you,
terms,
Craig.
you know, don't go over crazy with trying to clear the chat because somebody said some weird thing like, you know, bullet. You know, don't worry about that, you guys. Calm down. I'm hearing lots of reports of it, and I don't want to have to take mods out of my chat because I'm hearing reports of that kind of stuff. So you know who you are if that's the case. Please back off, please, mods. That's for you guys in the chat right there. I respect you too, don't worry. My viewership is important to me. My mods are also important, but we have to have a proper balance, so let's do it, guys. I'm not going to be the babysitter over here. Just going to have to be the person to give you the message. And you trolls out there, You trolls out there, respect my mods too. Hey, I don't need a message either.
Thanks, Tyrese.
Mods,
Sound Indian.
listen to me, please.
I'll take it. Dot or feather?
All right, you guys, so we're here on the scene. Give you guys a little bit of an update. I'll try to zoom in. I'm sorry for the lighting. It's pretty poor. Looks like there's some officers having a conversation over here at some sort of mobile unit. 3 of them over here. The back of his jacket, I can't really read it. It does say something. I think it just says Seattle Police, actually.
It sounded.
So, again, for any of you guys just joining, I'm Primetime Patriot. We're here live on scene after an officer